It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Good morning. It is Friday, December the 19th. And if you're just waking up, trust me, just go back to bed. Chauncey Gorman this morning, standing at the door. This is a few minutes ago. Open the door, put the leash on. We walk out. He takes 2 steps out, rethinks it, goes right back in.
Wow.
I was like, "Come on, dude, you gotta release. You gotta take a leak." He looked at me like, "Nah, I'm just gonna hold it." No, it's cold out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday morning, and of course, I am excited for mostly just because Ryder's here.
You say you've been looking everywhere for a Turbo Man doll?
Yes.
You say you do just about anything to get your hands on one?
Yes.
Well, KQRS has good news for you. If you're the first caller to correctly identify all 8 of Santa's reindeer, you will be the winner of the hottest toy since Johnny 70MA. It's easy. Just call 555-KQRS.
We do the rockin', you do the shopping, man. Jingle all the way.
That's exactly right. I always forget about it. I always forget Jingle All the Way with the Rock and KQ situation happening.
I mean, you got an upset postal worker,
Yeah.
my favorite kind,
Oh,
as
yeah.
the daughter of a postal worker. You got Arnold, you got toys, you got... The thing that pissed off all the DJs here was the DJ in the movie had a ponytail, and they're like, we would never, ever
That's great.
have a ponytail. But yeah.
There's another, at the time, Minnesota Christmas movie, Jack Frost. And I say Minnesota because Jeff Cesario, who got his stand-up career started at Acme.
Yeah.
Cesario, but an old buddy of mine,
Yeah.
he was one of the writers on a movie called Jack Frost that came out in 1998 with Michael Keaton and Kelly Preston.
Was that a little bit of a darker one?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he always told the story of realizing his career as a screenwriter was a one and done when he saw the animated snowman for the first time, and it just looks like he goes we the writers were all like, "That's what you guys came up with," like whatever they had before CGI,
Oh,
that
man.
thing. It was just like, no one is going to appreciate this movie at all. And it was always the whole, you spend 3 years start to finish, soup to nuts on this, and then you go to the premiere and you're like, that's what the snowman looks like.
That's it?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough, baby. Hey, it's a Friday, and we got a lot to get into, but nothing more important, of course, than the headlines. What's happening in the world, Ryder?
Oh, dude. Federal prosecutors revealed what they are calling staggering industrial-scale fraud in Minnesota that could top billions of dollars.
Oh, good Lord.
Charges were filed against 6 new people for defrauding child nutrition, autism, and housing stability programs. Prosecutors estimate a substantial portion of the $18 billion spent on these programs could be fraudulent. I'm guessing the Feeding Our Future scandal, they're saying this is just the tip of the iceberg. And that was multiple millions of dollars.
Yep.
So this is nuts.
Let's put everybody in bracelets.
Yeah, they're talking about like half of the money spent on these programs potentially fraudulent.
Holy
it is so
smokes.
crazy.
That is horrific.
Yeah.
I am all for rooting them out and putting them away.
I know. Yesterday, President Trump signed an order to reclassify marijuana as a Schedule III controlled substance, a drop from the Schedule I classification shared by drugs like heroin and LSD. This move
Okay.
is intended to expand medical research.
Is this a headline from 1989? Sorry, go ahead.
It's about time, though. It's a move intended to expand medical research and could ease tax and regulatory burdens on the cannabis industry. Kind of seems like a flip-flop from the hemp ban that they're putting in that's going to take away all our THC drinks. Weird one.
Follow the money. Someone's lobbying from somewhere with some investments in something.
I suppose. And the Coldplay woman, Kristen Cabot, did interviews with both the New York Times and the Times of London. So freaking weird. Talking about the crowd cam incident. This is the first time she's talked. That incident was parodied across the country when it happened over the summer. She said she made a bad decision, had a couple of high noons, and danced and acted inappropriately with her boss. Both Cabot and astronomer CEO Andy Byron left the company amid the fallout. Cabot revealed she and Byron no longer on speaking terms. It was a simpler time when we were all making fun of them this summer.
Man, it really was.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Now, I don't know the update. I know Chris Martin's been with Dakota Johnson for a few years, but I heard they may be on the rocks. Who knows?
Ooh.
Maybe there's a back end cover here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she ends up with Chris Martin. Wouldn't that be incredible?
That would be insane.
What if, and by the way, what if that was the goal all along from Martin?
Yeah, was to hook it up.
Someone get her some of those fruity alcohol drinks and see if I can't snare her in my trap. I mean, hey, the guy just sold out 250 stadiums around the world.
Sure, he's doing well.
He's clearly a planner and a plotter.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
TSA issued travel advice for people flying over the next 2 weeks. Their pro tips include don't wrap your gifts. Use a gift bag or a box, which I'm terrible at wrapping. I do anyway.
Right.
If you are bringing food on the plane, holiday favorites like fruitcake, candy canes, and chocolates can go in your carry-on. Eggnog, wine, champagne, sauces, and jams all need to go in those check bags. Remember to bring your real ID, which you should have at this point. It's literally been years. And slide into the TSA's DMs if you have a question. They're still pretty active on X.
Go figure.
Okay. Eggnog, thumbs up or thumbs down?
On a plane or just in general?
Just in general.
Always good.
Ugh,
always a good thing.
really?
I have eggnog once a year. Don't need twice, but once. Yeah, absolutely.
Hard pass.
Yeah. My son, as we speak, is in the air. He took a red eye from L.A. to Nashville, but which connected in Dallas-Fort Worth. So it's not really a red eye. It's a couple of red eyes, as I said.
Yeah.
He got to LAX last night in an Uber, and he stopped 2 miles away from the airport and looked at his GPS app, and it said 57 minutes to go the final 2 miles. Every road was red on the app, just bumper to bumper. He said he sat through 3 cycles of a red light without moving, and then he realized, and this is like 11 p.m. LA time or 10 p.m., he had to get out of his Uber and run the 2 miles to LAX.
Yeah, it's just like when you're stopped when the hurricane is coming and you're stopped trying to get out of Florida or wherever, and everybody gets out of their cars and walks.
And about halfway there, he saw a Lime scooter and was like, oh, sweet, hopped on that thing and scootered his ass right to Terminal 4. That's a good story.
Yeah.
And when it happens to someone else, it's a good story.
A new ranking of rock Christmas songs puts David Bowie and Bing Crosby's Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth at the top spot, followed by McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time and Chuck Berry's Run, Run, Rudolph. Where was your boy Otis, dude? I was really excited about this pick yesterday.
Come on, man. The Big O for Christmas?
Yeah.
Who could top that? Just Booker T's organ puts you in a good mood off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Should it treat me right? Come on, Otis.
Yeah, and you can argue that it's not a rock tune, but it's really damn good.
It's really damn good. You know, I saw a thing where David Bowie was talking about his duet with Bing Crosby, which is forever the biggest, wait, what? You know, when you first come across the fact. So I guess a BBC contacted David Bowie, and this is prime 70s Bowie, and said, do you want to come in and do a song with Bing Crosby? And he laughed and was like, are you crazy? Why would I do that? And he hung up the phone. And then he mentioned to his mummy, Mom. And apparently Mom was a giant Bing Crosby fan, and she said, you called them back and you accepted. You can't say no to Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
And so David Bowie, in order to appease his mother, called back and said, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Is that a thank you? I think it's Mama Jones would be her.
I guess that would be Jones. That's right. Can we talk about sports, or you got something else for us?
Let's go for it.
How about the Minnesota Wild, who got back on the Columbus Blue Jackets last night? If you remember the home opener this season, Columbus came to town and smacked us. Last night, how about a 5-2 win in Columbus?
Oh, there we go.
Kaprizov, Boldy, both with a couple of empty netters to go ahead and, you had a nice tight game, a 3-2 lead, and then a couple of empty netters late. The Wild are the only team in the NHL with multiple 20-game scorers, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Go.
Eriksson Ek with the go-ahead ultimate game winner right there. How about the Wall of St. Paul? 27 saves to keep the Wild in third. They have the third best record in the league right now.
Damn.
I mean, that month of November, and so far on the heels of it, December just about as good. It's just an incredible run right now. Jesper Wallstedt, rookie, 10-1-2.
Oh,
is his record. Has set a franchise record for the fewest games played to get to 10 wins in a season. 13 games, 10 of them wins. Best ever for a rookie goaltender. The Wild can make history Saturday night when they host Edmonton. They can break their own record, the franchise record for longest point streak. That will make 14 games. If you've seen the Edmonton Oilers play this year, it would be shocking for the Wild not to get a point. Since November 1st, they are 11-0-2 at home. Come on.
Nice work.
Timberwolves, good news. Kevin Garnett is officially back with the franchise. His official title, Team Ambassador. This is after a decade of estrangement. Former owner Glenn Taylor ran afoul of KG. I don't need to know all the details to know which guy I'm backing. That would be Kevin Garnett, no matter what. Glenn Taylor, here's the funniest thing. So there was a big blow up. Garnett came back to finish his career with the Timberwolves, where it all started. After Flip Saunders died, former coach and team executive, Garnett always accused Glenn Taylor of going back on agreement they had made for Garnett to become part of the ownership group.
Okay.
I believe that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't care what Glenn Taylor says. Glenn Taylor's quote when hearing that the new ownership had brought Kevin Garnett back, I always thought he should be here. That he waited until now is fine. It's his decision.
Whatever.
And here's the word. Overall, I like the guy, respect the guy, and I'm happy for him. That's not what you say when you overall respect someone and happy for them. Overall, I like the guy. Overall is the framework for, other than all the things I hate about him, overall, I like the guy. You know what? Only Glenn Taylor could make me happy to see A-Rod.
I guess, yeah.
Last night, Thursday Night Football, quickly, the Seahawks taking on the Rams. The craziest two-point conversion ever. Sam Darnold, remember him? Remember old Slingin' Sammy from the Halcyon days of last season for the Vikings? He threw on a two-point conversion in the game late. Looked like an incomplete pass. It was tipped off of a Rams defender, and it bounced into the end zone. The play stops. One of the Seahawks walks over and just picks the ball up. The refs start doing a replay, and they're like, wait, that wasn't an incomplete pass. That was a backward pass that the defense tipped. The ball fell innocently into the end zone, which means it was still a live ball. It's one of the weirdest plays you will ever see. And in fact, the announcers had no idea what to make of this.
3 receivers to the left. Quick throw here and into a lot of traffic and incomplete. Terry, what do you see on this play here?
Al, this may be a backward pass. We need to get a good angle on it. But if it's backward, then this recovery in the clear and continuing action in the end zone would be a good two-point conversion for Seattle.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback threw a backward pass, which was recovered in the end zone by the offense. It is a successful conversion.
That is the craziest ever.
Craziest ever.
They're like speechless.
I went to bed content and at peace knowing Sam Darnold still can't win the big one. And I woke up and not only did he win the big one, he was down 16 in the fourth quarter to the Rams, who are probably the best team in the league throughout the season.
Sure, yeah.
Down 16 points in the fourth quarter. And then in overtime, another two-point conversion to win. They didn't go for the tie. They were like, screw it, we're going to win this bad boy. And they did just that. It was the first ever overtime two-point conversion for the win in an NFL regular season game. Seattle is for real. Waverly! Hey, what's up, Waverly?
Out west there.
Come on. Get on yourself there, Waverly. We're feeling good about you. Hey, so let me ask you this. You ever gone by one of those houses where they go a little over the top for Christmas decorations?
Oh, on purpose.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to go check them out. There's one house in Livonia, Michigan, a town with which I have more than a passing familiarity. A lot of Gormans in Livonia, Michigan. Let's talk about Christmas lights. There's one guy in every neighborhood, or one guy in every few neighborhoods, that goes a little over the top. Got a lot of Christmas lights. Livonia, Michigan, there's a video of a dude during a recent power outage. He walked out to the front of his house and just thought he'd share with the world via, an upload to YouTube what it's like when his neighborhood goes dark. And then there's that one guy on the street with 1 bajillion Christmas lights who doesn't seem to notice.
Well, this is right out of Christmas vacation. The whole cul-de-sac is dark. Street lights are out. My house is dark with no power. But the Griswolds, who live next door to me, their Christmas lights and their house has power. I can't make this up.
It's a great video. You are just
you are blinded.
Yeah, going right through a dark neighborhood where everybody's house is jet black. You might see one candle in a window somewhere, and then there it is. Clearly, somebody had some extra Jennies from Menards fired up, getting themselves through this.
And not only is it the guy's yard that he's got just a staggering amount of lights, but that little island in the middle of the cul-de-sac.
Exactly.
He
also
has
lit up.
taken that over and lit it up too.
There was a house for years. The family discontinued it, but in Nashville, where we used to live, there was this one house a little outside of town where it was hundreds of thousands of lights, big yard. Like just the front yard itself is at least an acre. I mean, it's a lot of spots, a lot of space. And we would go with the kids, and they loved it. And the first time we ever went, you got to park like half a mile away because everybody's there, and we walk up. And, of course, I'm like looking, and there's another dad, and we're all, there we are with a 4 and a 2-year-old or whatever, and he's got his kids. And I look at this guy, and he's like, okay, I mean, I'm all for it, but this is a bit much. I go, yeah, seriously, what kind? And we're just side-eyeing and making fun of the whole thing. And then as we're walking through the yard, there's a sign that asks for any donations, and it's a thing. And, of course, there's the story of this family lost a kid who loved Christmas lights, and they do this to honor him. And the two biggest douchebags on the planet, me and this other dad, we were like, we just looked at each other and we both read it. And I'm sure the look on my face was just like the look on his face. And then it hits me like, there's at least a dozen people that heard us just making fun of this whole thing. I just sulked. Last time I truly sulked back to my own car.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. I said before, I saw NXS twice. The first time I saw them was in the summer of 1984, and I saw them open for the Go-Go's.
Wow.
Now, the Go-Go's are a great band. They wrote great songs. They made a couple of really good records, but they were not what you would call a muscular band. They were great. They were a great pop band. Sure. NXS, it was like watching Anthrax come out before as far as in terms of, because all Australian bands are just tough, gruff, testosterone fueled. Even a pop band like NXS, the drummer was just beating the living snot out of that kit. Everyone's flexing. I mean, and they were great. And this was like Shabu Shaba. They hadn't gone dance music. They're still doing like the one thing. And Hutchins was leaning into his Don't Change. Exactly.
Great song.
Hutchins was leaning into the Jim Morrison vibe more than the dancey, groovy, sexy guy he turned into. And it was just one of those, they walked out and I'm like, oh, these guys got a couple good songs. And I watched them for 45 minutes and they blew my brains out. And I was Mr. Alt Rock, new wave, punk, whatever, and I did not think I would like them, and I was like, oh my God. And I kid you not, the Go-Go's came out, and again, a band I really like, and it was like watching the Chipmunks Christmas special. They were just like, we got the beat, it was just, and I was like, God, they must hate going on after this other band every night. I mean, because it was just one of those things, like, here's one of the great bands in the world, and they're just tough men, but then of course, everybody, but no one but me noticed that. The crowd was all Go-Go's fans. And I'm like, man, me and all these, I was chaperoning my friend's younger sister and her friends. I'm in college. I'm keeping an eye on like 6 ninth graders and getting paid to do it. And it's me and like 4,000 high school girls losing their minds. And I'm like the only one that liked NXS. I was like, man. But then I saw them a few years later when they were headlining like arenas, and again, they just blew me away. I've always said that. If people go, is this a bit? I'm like, no, man. NXS Live was awesome.
Well, and they just had so many good songs. I mean, when I was...
Crazy good.
I'm younger than you, Steve, by a little bit, so NXS Kick, that was like grade school for me.
Okay.
One of the first tapes I ever had. But that's like a greatest hits album onto itself. NXS Kick, 1987. Devil Inside, New Sensation.
Oh, sure. Oh, God, they were so big.
Need You Tonight, just every other song. Never Tear Us Apart is on that record.
I don't think NXS ever did a Christmas song, and it's hard when you're celebrating Christmas in the middle of summer down under.
Well, Michael Hutchins, he's just too sexy to talk about Christmas. True. You're like, enough about the Christmas, Michael. Just look. I want to look at your eyes, Michael.
That's exactly what that is.
Incredible.
I got a box jellyfish under my tree.
you're in the leather pants, and he could pull that off too. A lot of guys, they do that. They look like sleazeballs, but he had the charisma to do that. But yeah, I'm just thinking about Michael Hutchence doing like Jingle Bells or Silent Night.
It wouldn't really work.
It'd be too sexy. It'd be a too sexy Silent Night.
The tapes would have melted. They could have never gotten them recorded. Fletcher's still on the IR. Me and Ryder got the show. Steven Hyden is in studio. We've got a couple of listeners on the horn. We're ready to play some Double or Nothing for tickets to see
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters.
The Mystic Showroom. That's going to be February 28th.
I almost said to see Justin Morneau, and I'm like, no, he's calling the show later today. Wait a minute. I'm getting my guests backwards. We got Russell Peters tickets. We got a couple of folks who are lined up and ready to rock it. Let's go on our way. Number one, DJ in Minneapolis. DJ, good morning.
Morning.
I'm going to ask you 5 questions, sir, and you're going to answer them for us. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Number one. What's a Christmas song that doesn't make sense to sing in Florida?
Jingle Bells.
How many days should kids get off from school for Christmas vacation?
2 weeks.
Past or present, name a famous Timberwolves player.
Kevin Garnett.
What's a good gift for a music fan?
A guitar.
Finish the phrase, jingle blank.
Bells.
All right, 2 for well, you got jingle bells on there twice.
We'll
all
see
right.
how that goes. Okay.
All right, good job, DJ. Who is DJ working with?
DJ is going to be playing against bartender Chris. Was kind enough to get the game started. We were hanging out last night at New Bohemia in Golden Valley. Here are Chris's answers. Name a Christmas song that doesn't make sense to sing in Florida.
Santa Claus is coming to town? Someone that was just on.
Santa Claus. What, he doesn't go to Florida?
Totally
What
blanked.
should kids get for Christmas vacation?
5.
Past or present, name a famous Timberwolves player.
Did she think? I'm gonna go with Nikola Pekovic.
Wow.
Famous.
Name a good gift for a music fan.
Records.
Finish the phrase, jingle.
All the way.
Wow! What? Oh my God! He's the bartender or he's the bar mascot? My God!
Is he from this planet?
Wow!
This guy?
DJ, sorry man. I thought for sure you were going to get that one. We got to move on. We got
We'll do
Don.
one more.
Don in Mendota Heights. Don, good morning.
Hey, morning.
All right, you ready? I got 5 questions for you, sir.
I am all set.
All right, let's go. Name a store you go to when you need to buy a shovel.
You said a shovel?
A shovel.
Yeah, to move
Home
all the
Depot.
snow. Okay.
Okay, the depot, he says. All right. Which major roadway in the Twin Cities should get plowed first?
Hey, and Don, quick tip. Remember I was hanging out in Golden Valley when I asked this question.
169.
169, he says. What's a beverage most people only drink around the holidays?
Eggnog.
Attaboy. What's a common symptom for the flu?
Sleep.
Name
Symptom.
symptom.
Yeah.
Runny nose.
Okay.
All right. We'll allow it. All right. Name a rock band that would never record a Christmas album.
Oh, boy. Pink Floyd.
It's actually a great answer.
That
Can you
is a
imagine
very
Roger
good-
Waters deciding to get all Christmassy?
Okay, I was chatting with Whitney last night at the bar, and here are Whitney's answers. Name a store you go to when you need to buy a shovel.
Home Depot.
What's a freeway in the Twin Cities that should get plowed first?
169.
Wow!
Most people only drink around the holidays.
Eggnog.
Name a common symptom of the flu.
Sneezing.
Well, I'm going to allow
That
it.
would never record a Christmas song.
AC/DC.
Man, that's, you know what, though? Tremendous. First of all, congrats, you won. Second,
thank you.
We're giving you 4 for 5.
Oh, yeah.
Don in Mendota Heights, you got tickets to see Russell Peters, brother. Well done.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, sit tight. We'll get right to you. We'll get the information we need.
Yeah, Whitney was not aware of Mistress for Christmas, and I informed
Apparently
him
not.
afterwards.
I was just going to say the Razor's Edge. We got to educate the people about that album.
We're going to come back around.
Yes.
I'm very happy to say joining us on the horn right now, Justin Morneau. Justin, good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's great to talk with you. Before we talk about the coat drive, I have to ask, your first career at bat for the Twins, you got a hit off Jason Jennings. Do you remember that exact pitch? Do you remember the context and what was going on in the game at the time?
I just remember it was a single up the middle with a little helicopter one-handed finish like Fred McGriff used to do.
Oh, crime dog.
Just had to get one out. It was nice to get the one out of the way without having to wait too long. So, yeah, I mean, there's certain things you remember like they were yesterday. That's one of those memories that I hope I never lose.
No, I'm sure you won't. Baseball players remember so many at-bats, the specifics you guys all retain. I figured that would be a pretty hard one to forget. Let's talk about this coat drive, the 16th annual Winter Warm-Up Coat Drive. You're working with the Salvation Army Harbor Light Center. First things first, that's an awesome thing to be doing. What we're looking for is donations of new or gently used winter weight coats. How long have you been involved in this? And how did you get involved?
It's been I've been doing it for all 16 years. The first year we did it at Target Field when the new ballpark was opening. That's how long we've been doing it. It seems like Target Field's been open forever now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of started it then, and it was just a pretty simple concept of what can we do in the winter to help. Winters are pretty harsh here, so how can we find a way to do something that isn't necessarily a grand gesture, but can really make a difference in somebody's life, and it kind of took off, and people have been supporting it since we started it. It's amazing. We have different police departments around the cities that compete to see who can collect the most coats, so that's always fun to be a part of. We kind of do that a little separate get-together where we get together with the different departments, and there's actually a trophy. There's a bat for first place, and there's a glove that the departments get to take for second place, and then there's a signed ball for third place. So the third place trophy is a little easier to display than the other two, but
sure.
It's fun to be around those people and to see the little friendly competition they have between the departments and just the support that they've had over the years. It's amazing. So I was with them earlier this week, and they were close to 3,000 coats between the different departments. So it's really amazing to see the support and really to try and drum home the point to my kids or to whoever. It doesn't have to be something huge. It could be something as simple as looking in your closet and a coat that is still in good shape that people don't doesn't fit anymore, don't wear anymore, whatever it is. There's somebody around the Twin Cities that is in need of that jacket, and the Salvation Army does a great job of, as fast as those coats come in, they go back out. That's
incredible. We're talking with Justin Morneau on Gorman in the Morning. Since this thing began with you, over 70,000 coats have been collected and distributed. And to hammer home the point you made, a coat you no longer wear it might not mean much to you, but boy, that's a huge difference for somebody who needs that coat. Coats are being accepted now through January 10th at Fan HQ in the Ridgedale Center. If you donate one coat, you can get a photograph, an autographed photo, Justin Morneau autographed photo. If you donate 3, you get a ticket to meet Justin and Louis Varland at Fan HQ on Saturday, January 17th. It's outstanding work. Right now, if somebody wants to get all the information, go to fanhqstore.com. So, Justin, you've obviously seen this, the impact this sort of thing has had. It's got to make you feel good. You're such a big part of Twins history, and the Twin Cities have always loved you and embraced you. You still feel very much at home here.
Yeah, I think it really is my new home, my second home, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
I've been adopted as a Minnesotan, and it's been incredible the support. Even I played my last game here 13 years ago, so it's crazy to think that people still show up. And that picture we do, it's a new one that Sean at Fan HQ creates every year. So it's kind of a one of a kind thing, but however many we give out, and it seems like such a simple thing, and I think the other thing is people can actually donate on that link as well. So if you're not able to make it in, if you want to make a donation, and the $33 obviously significant because of my jersey number, but it also allows that money goes all to the Salvation Army and allows them to buy a jacket. So that's the price they've been able to get to through the distributor. And so if there is cash donations that come in, it goes directly to them, and it goes directly to a person in need who needs a coat. So it's been remarkable the support over the years, and I think for a place that has embraced me and my family, and to be able to do something something to give back in a small way. It seems like such a small gesture for everything everyone's done for us, but we're happy to do it as long as people keep showing up and keep supporting it, and still want to help others.
It's fantastic. So late season, Twins are on the going nowhere fast this past season. If you and I are sitting at Target Field, it's early September, we're watching a game. Are you itching? Do you watch when you go to the ballpark now? Do you still feel that little? Oh, I know I could hit that guy.
Absolutely not. There's not anybody left that I have any delusion that I could still make contact off any of these guys.
Okay, all right, I appreciate that. So hang on.
Bullpen door open, and I go 98 to 99 with a sinker and whatever else he's throwing. Yeah, no, I'm good. I like my hands, and I'll just sit here and talk about how good we all used to be, and that's about it.
So if you and I go to the batting cages, we're going to set it for like 70 and feel good about ourselves? Is that a solid bet?
As long as we're 60 feet away, yeah, I think so.
That's all right. Good. Justin Morneau, man, it is a pleasure to chat with you. Go to fanhqstore.com for all the details. This is great work on your behalf, and it's a real pleasure to have you on the show. Thanks for calling in.
Oh, no, we appreciate you having me. Thank you.
You got it. Man, I love that. I used to do sports talk, and I'd always have old retired athletes, and I'd ask them, every football player – They won't say they can still do it, but they say it hurts to watch because it just fires them up again. Like, oh yeah, no, I just want to be down there with the guys. I love Justin Morneau. He's like, oh God, no, he just wants another brat and a beer. That's right. That's retiring the right way right there. That's fantastic.
Baseball players are more chill.
They go through it all. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't have to get nearly as hyped to get out there and play the game, Well, that's called 162 times a year versus 17.
Right.
Makes a big difference. Hey, Chris Maddock is a very funny gentleman. He's got an upcoming show in town coming up. He's going to join us in studio in about 5 minutes and 2 songs.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
It is Friday, December 19th, New Year's Eve. If you're looking for a good night out, the Comedy Corner Underground will have Ben Katzner and Chris Maddock, who is joining us in studio right now. Chris Automatic, I call him.
Morning.
Anybody ever call you that? Automatic?
Yeah, Automatic. What's the other ones? Anything else with Maddock on it?
Okay, anything else?
I can't think of them.
Just another Maddock Monday? Come on, let's work this.
Bassmatic 76.
There you go.
From SNL.
I like that. Chris Maddock, as I call him, the Dave Matthews of comedy. No, I don't say that, actually, but we just heard Dave Matthews. But in chatting, sitting down, we were talking about somehow Johnny Paycheck just came up in conversation, and I was reminded, I saw this earlier, 40 years ago today, Johnny Paycheck shot and wounded a bar patron at a tavern in Ohio because the other guy said, hey man, have you ever had turtle meat? And Paycheck's response was to withdraw his gun and shoot the man. Johnny Paycheck was living right.
I think that's justified. That's not homicide. What's the next thing?
Turtleside.
There you go.
He just came out of his shell.
There it is.
Thank you.
See that?
That's why you're a professional comedian.
That's exactly right.
The speed.
So, Chris Maddock, that begs the question: have you ever enjoyed turtle meat, or have you ever shot somebody?
No. I'm exactly in between Johnny Paycheck and Dave Matthews.
That's it.
and then comedy.
Finally,
I got that. Finally.
No, I would try turtle meat.
Found him.
But I didn't know Johnny Paycheck liked turtles that much.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a hot button topic. It's a cosmic bruise on his soul. He loved those guys so much. And by the way, as long as we're here, and then we'll move on. Another country music note. On this day in 1988, Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings both had bypass surgery, were sharing a hospital recovery room. They were in the same room recovering.
Beautiful.
Johnny and Waylon, both out of open heart surgery in the room together. How awesome is that?
That's like John Adams and Thomas Jefferson dying on the same day.
Go figure. Yeah. And what was that day?
July 4th.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. They both died on the 4th of July.
1826.
My God. America.
Well, now, I was going to say, why do you know that? But the bigger question is, why the hell do I know that? Man.
Because you're American.
I guess. Dang straight I am.
Country music. Dave Matthews.
New Year's Eve comedy shows. Better, worse, indifferent. It's always comedy. It just seems like it'd be a more heightened experience.
It's always better.
Yeah?
Yeah. People like to come out. We have a countdown. We drink champagne.
Well, sure.
Yeah. No, it's never been too wacky. It's the people. So, because, those people are out to have a good time. We used in the bar when I worked in bars, we called it amateur night.
Of course,
because it's like people who like don't drink every day come out.
100%.
So they're there to have fun. It's usually on whatever 4th of November when they're drunk. That's like, why are you drunk now?
Exactly.
They kind of have a reason.
Well, that's very true.
Yeah.
So you are correct me if I'm wrong, you're a Stillwater kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty bucolic place to grow up.
The best town.
Yeah.
Bucolic. I'll take your word for it.
It's gorgeous. Or is it colicky? No, bucolic is the word I'm looking for. Isn't that a word that means lovely?
Does that mean
bucolic? Yeah, you're
that one's
right.
over my
Does
head.
bucolic mean we smoked weed in the park?
That's exactly what that means.
Good.
So you found a connect early on, and you're still in touch.
Low Park.
That's a beautiful, really. All right. And so what days was that? This was the Dave Matthews era. You're a '90s high school kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I actually for a while my identity was hating Dave Matthews. So,
sure, it was.
Yeah, but
that's why we get along. That's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
He was everywhere then. You either loved or hated Dave Matthews.
Sure.
There was no middle ground.
Yeah.
You had to choose. It was like the Civil War, but it was Dave Matthews.
It's exactly just like otherwise.
North
It's just
versus
like
South.
it.
Yes.
I was in 1994. I was my band released our third record, and we were in London, England for that whole week. And a guy from the record label came backstage afterwards, and we're talking, and he said, "Have you heard about the Dave Matthews Band?" And he said it to me specifically, and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Dave Matthews. The record's blowing up. And here's the deal. I went to college with a guy named Dave Matthews, and this guy from the record company previously in the night, for whatever reason." And he's an English guy, but we had talked about the fact that I went to Western Kentucky University, just a little chat. And then 2 hours later, he's like, "Oh, I was going to ask you if you heard about Dave Matthews." And I was like, "Dave Matthews has a band?" And I had a 10-minute conversation about, I was like, "Dave Matthews from Cincinnati? He has a band? Really? He never played music? He can." And finally it dawned on me. I finally said, "Wait, where's this guy? Dave, are we talking about the same Dave Matthews?" And then we determined we weren't. So anyway,
glad you cleared that up.
Exactly.
The Tim Johnson.
The Tim Johnson. Go figure. One of those things. So how many? What's the travel scene for you these days, Chris Maddock? How many days on the bounce? How many days at home?
Oh, I just go out on the weekends. You know.
That's the way to do
I have
it.
a kid, and if you live on, if you're just driving around the time. Away from home too much, so I go out on the weekends usually.
How old's the kid?
I don't know.
No, it's tough.
No, he's 14.
It's hard to keep up with.
He's 14.
14?
I know this.
And are we butting heads? Or are we okay?
No, he's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. He didn't stop talking for the first 13 years of his life for 5 minutes straight.
Really?
And then now he's shot up. He's taller than me all of a sudden. Man. And I think the extra mass is something about that. Whoa. Now, do you have homework? I don't know.
Oh, no, there's a wonderful thing that happens in those years where the brains just turn to mush.
Yeah, they're not forthcoming with information.
No,
14-year-old
everything, all the circuitry unplugs, and then then a couple years later, you're going to look one day and go, "Hey, he's back. All right.
Oh, cool. I know he's in there. You just got to say you just say, "I don't think we're going to get a Nintendo Switch 2. What? Yeah. It's got a 7.9-inch screen with an NVIDIA chip. And you're like, "Yeah, there you go. Found your brain.
There it is.
Found you."
Chris Maddock's in studio with us on Gorman in the Morning. Chris and our buddy Ben Katzner will be at the Comedy Corner Underground New Year's Eve. And you were just with our buddy Maggie, you said, over and at the, I can never think of the name.
The Camp Bar.
No. I know that place, the show that she puts on.
Oh, it's called For the Record.
For the Record. We were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Good night?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's almost a little much because it's like we all bring people and then we give all the money to the professional camera person so we can get a little video.
Sure.
But there'll be 7 of us and we've all brought friends. So you're just like, hello. And they're like, yeah. We're not just like, hey, settle down.
So last time you were here, we were talking about your, correct me if I'm wrong again, football career in high school.
Yeah.
You were a baller. Yeah. Does that mean you're a Vikings fan?
Yeah, just in a mythological way.
Sure.
I just feel like they could still pull it off the day after the Super Bowl. But
attaboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm usually out on Friday, Saturday. So when I come home Sunday, my kid would always come and turn off the TV. I just couldn't get him into the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would have had to just ignore him for 3 hours on our day off together. So I have missed about 14 years worth of games.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can recap it for you. You're doing just fine.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any big smiles.
Some highs and some highs and some lows.
Yeah, you got to thank your son. Thank him for his service, for taking you out of those Sundays. I'm saying this as a Packers fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think your son did you well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard any plans for Super Bowl celebrations.
So, as a man who once identified himself by his burning of 1,000 Suns hatred to Dave Matthews, what do you listen to these days? What if you're in the car alone and you have access to whatever you want to hear? What's good for you on the road?
My favorite guys are like Guar and Todd Snyder.
Ooh.
Rest in peace.
What a mix. Rest in peace indeed.
Yeah. I was a big country music guy. When I first heard Todd Snyder, that changed everything. I was kind of a big metalhead before that.
Uh-huh.
And then Todd, I was like, that is like, he tells stories and he's more funnier than most comics.
He certainly is.
I love Todd Snyder.
Yeah.
It warms my heart to hear you shout him out. Yeah. R.I.P. Todd.
Yeah.
But one of the greats. Music lives on forever.
For sure. I lived in Nashville for over 20 years, and no shortage of people I know who are still reeling over that loss. What a great! But anyone who's never listened to Todd Snyder, go ahead. It's Chris Maddock approved.
Changed my life.
Noted.
Tremendous singer-songwriter. And by the way, but that speaks to, you're a metal dude. You're into Guar and you're into all this hard stuff, but I love when something just comes in and punctures from an unexpected direction. There's nothing metal about Todd Snyder, but I imagine there's an authenticity there. There's just a thing that it doesn't matter the genre. I hate when people say I don't like country music. It's like, oh, you don't like some country music.
Yeah.
There's always great any type of music. You just got to find it.
That's like when they say they don't like seafood. It's like there's too many things in the sea.
That's exactly right. Someone somewhere is working on a dish that you would
land
find
food.
I know some people that are struggling with land food.
Well, and I think for you, Guar, Todd Snyder, the common link is sense of humor. You're a comedian. They're both funny in their own way.
Yeah.
So you can find the humor in different strands of music, but there's commonality there.
Well, we've talked about it a million times. There's a lot of connective tissue between musicians and comedians, and I don't know if it's just innate timing, good, bad, or indifferent. But I know many a stand-up comic who plays an instrument, who in high school was in a band.
Yeah,
like you.
Yes, yeah, I'll bring the guitar on stage. It's
sure.
True. Mostly because of Todd Snyder, but yeah.
Right. But I'm just and I know a ton of musicians that are very, very funny. There's a rhythm to the way they will tell a story or whatever. I just think that for a lot of people around 14, 15 trying to think about a creative outlet or what am I going to do or what would be cool to do, I know I can speak from experience. And having this conversation with a ton of musicians, it was like, well, I really was into comedy and I was really into music. And maybe it's just because it was both on record back in the day. Like in my house, we'd go right from like a Fire Sign Theater album and a Monty Python album to a Beatles album. It was the same thing. It was like, we're listening to records.
Yeah.
It's stamped in that DNA early.
And usually when you have your first band, it's always like funny. It's always like some joke name or something. You're always thinking about these hilarious names.
I mean, if your first band is serious, you're not going to make it. You can't take it seriously right out of the only band that ever made it from day one as teenagers being serious was U2, because they were not having fun.
No, one blowing it off.
Not a chance.
Yeah, it also seems like, comedians, musicians, you're self-contained. You don't have to be like an actor. You're relying on someone else to hire you.
That's true.
You're a self-starter. You can have a guitar go on stage. You can be performing. Same with a stand-up comedian. So it attracts, I think, a certain iconoclastic personality.
There you go.
Wow.
How's that for a word?
Another
word.
Earlier.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate that.
We're
Did
doing
you hear that?
We're
We're iconoclast, you and me.
Bucolic, iconocast.
That's right.
Anyway.
Lots of C sounds.
New Year's Eve.
Jeez, man. Mr. Automatic himself. Comedy Corner Underground, New Year's Eve. Ben Katzner. He's been with us several times. What a great dude he is.
Yes.
And Chris Maddock's going to be there. The 14-year-old, last question, is he a funny man? When he comes out of the shell, is he got a gift of gab? You said he talked a lot, but is he spinning yarns?
He's totally funny. He's like whip smart and hilarious. He's
awesome.
Very adult sense of humor. Since he was little.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Good stuff. Chris, it's always good to see you, man.
You too. Thank you.
New Year's Eve, Comedy Corner Underground.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the Morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Minnesota's 92 KQRS. Happy Friday morning. It's December the 19th. Russell Peters is going to be at the Mystic Showroom February the 28th. We want to give away tickets.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And we want to do so by playing a little game we call Double or Nothing. Now, if you want to be a part of that, what you have to do is get on the Luther Westside Volkswagen talk and text line. Call us at 651-989-ROCK. If you can match 2 out of 5 answers to questions with some of our favorite barflies.
And it's easier than you think because it was Don did 4 out of 5 this morning.
Yeah.
That may be the best double or nothing game we have ever had.
I think it was.
It was pretty incredible.
No one's ever gone 5 or 5, so that is at least a tie for the record. Double or Nothing. First up, Mark in Waconia. Mark, good morning.
Good morning.
You're ready to rock?
Christmas.
Oh, thank you,
Merry
brother.
Christmas
Happy
to
holidays.
you,
Merry
too.
Christmas. All to you and yours. Are you ready to answer 5 quick questions?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Number 1, name a Christmas song everyone knows the lyrics to.
Jingle bells.
What is a popular brand of snowblower?
Toro.
Name a sport people watch on Christmas Day.
Football.
What's a reason people might embarrass themselves at a company Christmas party?
Drinking too much.
There you go. What's a piece of equipment that you need to play hockey?
Hockey stick.
A stick. Very good.
All right.
Nicely done. Who are we up against here,
So
Ryder?
last night I was chatting with some of my favorite barflies at New Bohemia in Golden Valley, hooked up by our very good friend Shane. I'm going to say my favorite bartender west of Highway 100. I was talking with Tim, and here are Tim's answers. Name a Christmas song everyone knows the lyrics to.
Jingle bells.
Dang.
What's a popular brand of snowblower?
Toro.
Yeah.
People watch on Christmas Day.
Football.
Oh.
Name a reason that people might embarrass themselves at a company Christmas party.
Imbibed. Intoxicated.
Whoa.
4 for 5.
What's a piece of equipment you need to play hockey?
A stick.
Oh! Mark! 5 for 5, brother.
Great.
Man.
I should go in the Hall of Fame for this.
You're all alone. You're the only guy there. No friends in the Hall of Fame. The first ever fiver. Congratulations. You got tickets to see Russell Peters, brother. Well played. Sit tight for a second. We're going to stick you on hold. Wow.
Dude.
Took a minute, but we finally got a 5 for 5.
Nice work. That's all she wrote then.
Man, that was very, very, very well played, sir. All right, today's last word. A couple things. As it's Friday, we all know
It's Mark Twain time. I'm
It's
excited
Mark
to
Twain
hear
time.
what he says today.
Well, here's a little note in a letter to the editor of the New York Evening World magazine
Okay.
in 1890. Here's a thought from Mark Twain. It is my heart-warm and world-embracing Christmas hope and aspiration that all of us, the high, the low, the rich, the poor, the admired, the despised, the loved, the hated, the civilized, the savage, may eventually be gathered in a heaven of everlasting rest and peace and bliss, except for the inventor of the telephone.
There we go.
Go ahead and just replace telephone with smartphone, and we can all agree.
Yeah, we can double agree on that one.
Twain is eternal, as they say. Hey, check this out. Next on this very station, 92 KQRS, Lisa Miller sitting in for Fletcher. Lisa Miller's going to be playing great music and offering, by the way, not Willy Wonka golden tickets, something better, wild tickets.
Yeah.
Because they're playing some hockey.
To hang out with this girl Tuesday night in the suite.
Sweet.
Yes.
Tuesday night, Ryder at the Suite for the Wild. Get on board. Listen to Lisa Miller. All you got to do is nothing because she's coming up right after us.
And I do just want to remind her, Jade's going to start hitting that Christmas music hard during Breaking KQ at 6 o'clock tonight. So if you've got a request, if you've got a Christmas tune you're itching for, be listening.
Right on.